Hello and welcome to Daytime Today. I'm James Lott Jr. of JLJ Media. And I first make a disclaimer that I am not the voice of Black America. I'm not the voice of Black soap people of America. I'm just a Black voice in the soap world. And so what I'm about to talk about is something that I think um, should be addressed because I was asked a bunch of questions about this and people were asking me how I feel about this subject. So I wanted to talk about it. And that is why some Black folks are still upset about the soap world and in relation to representation. It came out of the new writing regime over at General Hospital and the new switch over that is happening. It's only been a week and a half, I think, so far of scripts. Um, and many Black folks wrote to me telling me they're sharing their concerns with me about their favorite Black characters on General Hospital. Mainly, for most of it, it was about Trina, of course, out of that, but many others too. And I wanted to kind of address some of that. That's out things. You know me, I talk about all subjects. I don't shy away from them. And again, it's just my opinion. So, number one, I want to state for the record that I'm actually enjoying General Hospital now for the first time in a long time. I think I can see a difference already. And if you saw Ron Calavardi over on Days, in his remarks about the writing staff that's happening over there at the moment, what's airing right now over there, go to his Instagram, you'll see what I'm talking about. But for me, General Hospital has improved by leaps and bounds in just the last week and a half as they're transitioning into this new regime, which includes a Black woman includes their Black characters. Now, there's some people who just want what they want. There's some people who are super fans of certain people, and no matter who the writing staff is, they're where's my person? Where's my person? They want them on every day, all the time. So I'm not speaking to those people at all. But someone's asking why are some folks still upset? And I've already stated several times, and I will continue to state this. I'm going to give them some time because I know the business of this. It takes a while for stuff to switch over and kick in. It's like it's not just as easy process of just okay, now get the right staff. Okay, we get everybody the stories. It's like everybody has different guarantees and scheduling and they have certain people that are higher up on the food chain, higher up on the call sheet, I always call it, who will, I mean, definitely are going to get top priority. So there's a lot of moving parts. Basically, what I'm trying to say. So for me, I decided before I run my mouth, I decided to just kind of sit and wait and see kind of how things shake out. As you know, and my receipts are full, I will always call out if I see something that's inequitable. I will call it out. You know, I will. And I did in the past, I will do it in the future. But first, I want to see what's going on. I have heard and seen some of the complaints. So first, I just want to say to all people of color, Black folks, other colors, other races, anybody who feels othered in the soap world, I see you. And I think anybody who doesn't understand, who's not part of any of those marginalized groups, it's 2024. I think the number one thing is we're tired. We're tired of getting just what we're supposed to be getting and accepting it. I think it's all around. Period. I think it's in life in general, politics, uh, religion, TV shows, movies, books. I think now people are like, it's 2024, kids. Where's the equity? I think just people are tired, and I think, and I so I want to let you know. First of all, I see you. I hear you. I see you. I will never tell you to think what you think, because if you're a person who's part of a group that's not seen enough, hardly seen at all, you want to see more. That includes the disabled, that includes the hard of hearing, that includes LGBTQI+, that includes everything. So I will never tell you, don't feel that way. Never. I see you. I totally see it. And in some ways, of course, I'm part of some of those groups, so I understand. Um, I feel like I'm in the middle somewhere. I understand the business and I understand feelings. And and two things can be said at the same time. Um, I think people's outrage and nervousness and scarcity is based on the past. It's based on what we've had so far. Um, and I always say this because some things I think are not done as in being racist, just almost thoughtless or just hasn't been thought about. So the optics look bad. There's those situations. I believe that happened where they thought, well, it's a character, and that's another thing. So let's go black folks. Black folks on TV and also should be able to be all kinds of things. They should be able to be villains and heroes, and sometimes both. They should be able to be vixens and good girls. They should be able to be anything. They should be able to be gay or straight, older or younger. People of color on soap should be the same. Should be actually have the same access to storyline like anybody else, not just as talk tos or sidekicks, or best friends. There should be some thought into each character. Now, there's a lot of soaps that people are brought in for certain roles, and you may be brought in for the role of the best friend, or brought in a role for this. But we want to see also our black folks as leading men, as leading women, running story, interacting with the whole cast. We want to see them in interracial relationships as well as same race relationships. We want to see them as both. We want everybody to have an equal chance. So as I said, I see, the marginalized groups out there who are still upset. And might be upset with Days of Our Lives or General Hospital or Bold and the Beautiful or Young and the Restless. I mean, there's no argument. I get it. So those who are out there going, why are they still upset? Why are they upset? A large audience of African American people will watch soap operas. They always have. The polls have shown it. Everything's shown it. Just growing up, you've shown it. And when you support something, you just want to see some reason. You want to see you in there somewhere. Not saying we can't relate to white characters. We can. There are universal themes, but it also goes for black characters too. That even if you're not black, if you do a good story, that everybody can relate to it. Should go both ways. I'm going specifically. I know I am going to heady territory, right? Going specifically into the Trina storyline, the Sprina storyline, and I love my folks, Sprina Nation. I love you guys. You know that I support my black women. I do. I have the receipts. You guys have the receipts. I have. I've spoken about this before, and I will continue to do so. I understand you feel a void, and part of it because one of the actors left the show, and so there's a void in there. And at first, there were folks when the change was happening. Where's Trina? Where's Trina? Where's it? Well, they've actually shown her. And I think I talked to a few folks yesterday. I think it was online. And we all agreed that her recent scenes have been okay. They're showing her. She's grieving. They are showing her grieving. I know that some folks just don't like the characters of Josh or don't like the character of Carly. I totally get that. So I'm not speaking to you either because I totally know that you have your feelings about that. I actually like Josh and Trina's friendship because it's realistic. They do fight. There are times when Josh doesn't think a certain way, and Trina's called her out on it. To me, she has used her voice. They've talked it out. They're both young, best friends navigating the world. And sometimes when you're young, you're self-centered and things like that happen. I enjoyed her talk lab this week. And she expressed, there was actually some beautiful dialogue that actually she really expressed. Her scenes with her Aunt Stella, I thought they were stellar. Yeah, but joking there. I thought it was some great scenes. The scenes, you can tell the scenes are longer. So they're actually really going into this. And I thought it was wonderful. And Stella, I mean, I like seeing this strong older black woman talking to this young strong black woman. I mean, we don't see it that often. We just don't see it. Because usually black folks are in a vacuum. They just don't always they don't see it. And so I loved seeing that. I mean, I don't have any grandparents anymore and everything, and I don't have grandmothers, and I really don't have any aunts. And I have one aunt, my Aunt Faith. But but the rest of them, I don't have them. I love that they're showing that represented on TV. I enjoyed Hat Daddy's wrap up of his storyline. They gave Robert Gossett and Vernee Watson some really good dialogue about the black plight back then and how unfair it was what they did to him. Again, we don't get that on TV that often. No, that's all the new writing. So I feel like I have some hope that just give us some time that it will happen. So I understand, but I said again, I understand people want their people on screen. I get it. But again, Trina was not one of the top 10 people on there because I mean there's a hierarchy that not saying how we feel or how the fans feel. The show has a hierarchy of who is their top folks, and we know that Steve Burns' Return is number one. So anybody involved in that would be right after that. But I feel like they are starting to sprinkle in folks, and I'm waiting to just wait to see. They have a talented cast. I The last regime did some stuff that I was upset about also. So I'm trying to wait and see what this regime is going to do before I fully give judgment. So now, trust me, I'm watching. I am watching. Which yes, I am watching. And and again, I don't believe the Spencer Trina storyline is over. Don't believe it's over yet. There's some stuff coming, I think. And so we just have to be patient and see what happens. And then also just that leads into the gates. I know a lot of folks are really putting their hats in on this new soap. And I'm excited and I can't wait to watch. But I also know, as past has shown, if that show ain't good, or the same folks who are waiting for it are going to turn and talk shit about it. So I am praying with everything that Soap Jesus has to offer. That show is good. I hope it's good. I do. I want it to be. I want it to be good. I want it to be good. I do. I want it to be good because I bringing on new soap has a daunting task. Each of the four soaps that are on air right now are lacking things, and diversity of story, treatment of people of color, treatment of LGBTQIA plus on all the soaps. Some of them are lacking. Period. I know that as we go into the gates, everybody's kind of looking to see how they're going to represent this. And if the gates does it successfully, what does that mean for the remaining four soaps? Will it influence them? Will it force them to examine their stuff? I don't know. I don't know at all. I don't know. It just still kills me that Bold and Beautiful has no gay person on it. It's a fashion house. It's in Los Angeles. It makes me chuckle. Some may say that Y&R, they're just messing with all the black folks on that show, and we never see Tariq basically. Days of Our Lives has their own issues, of course. So so this is we are an interesting time for soaps. I think we have some reason to feel excited, and we should. Yes, bring back Taggart on GH. Let's get that storyline going. Let's show all the sides that we are on these shows, on these soaps, on these shows. And everybody, we all want good. I think deep down, everybody just wants a good story, and wants their characters in good story, and that's what we want. But representation does matter, and we can't ignore that as under the rug or call people crazy because they're feeling that way. We should never do that. It's more of I see your concerns, and I just say and I said again, I just people are just tired of waiting because we've had to wait and been told to calm down for so long that I know people are tired of it. I get it, but I see you. I totally get it. We'll continue these conversations, as you know, of course, Daytime Today is on all streaming service platforms. JLJ Media is too. I'm James Lott Jr. Bye.